Seniors, stop! Did you know refrigerating certain foods like potatoes, tomatoes, or coffee can ruin their taste, strip nutrients, or even pose health risks? As older adults, maintaining a safe and healthy kitchen is vital for staying active and independent. The CDC reports that foodborne illnesses impact 48 million Americans yearly, with seniors at higher risk. Many of these issues stem from improper fridge storage. In this video, we'll explore 10 foods you should never refrigerate, dive into why with easy-to-understand details, and share practical storage tips tailored for seniors. Plus, we'll end with a bonus tip to organize your kitchen for health and ease. Stay until the end for a simple trick to make your meals safer and tastier. I'd love to hear from you first. Are you storing any of these foods in the fridge without knowing the risks? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story could help another viewer. Ready to rethink your refrigerator? Let's get started. 1. Potatoes. The silent chemical risk. Potatoes are a beloved staple for mashed potatoes or hearty soups, but cold fridge temperatures, 35 to 40 degrees, trigger a harmful change. The starches in potatoes turn into sugars faster than normal. When you cook these sugar-heavy potatoes, especially by frying or baking at high heat, above 250 degrees, they can form acrylamide, a chemical linked to cancer in animal studies. For seniors with weaker immune systems or chronic conditions, this is a risk to avoid. Refrigeration also makes potatoes sweet, mushy, and less nutritious, with a gritty texture that ruins dishes. A medium potato, about 5 oz, loses up to 20% of its vitamin C in cold storage, reducing its immune-boosting power. The altered texture also makes them less appealing, which can discourage healthy eating. Store potatoes in a cool, 45–55 degrees, dark, dry pantry or cupboard. Use a breathable mesh bag or wooden box to prevent moisture buildup. Check weekly for sprouts or soft spots and remove any bad ones to keep the rest fresh. For seniors, store in an easy-to-reach spot to avoid bending or lifting heavy bags. 2. Bread. Stale in days. Bread, whether a soft white loaf or hearty whole grain, goes stale faster in the fridge. The cold, 35 to 40 degrees, causes a process called retrogradation, where starch molecules recrystallize, making bread dry and crumbly within 1 to 2 days. When you remove it, warm kitchen air, around 70 degrees, creates condensation in the bag, fostering mold. Moldy bread is a health hazard, especially for seniors with compromised immunity, as it can cause digestive issues or allergic reactions. A refrigerated loaf can lose its soft texture in just 24 hours, wasting money and making sandwiches less enjoyable. Mold growth can also spread unseen, posing a risk if not noticed. Keep bread in a sealed bag or bread box at room temperature, 68 to 72 degrees, for up to 4 to 5 days. For longer storage, slice and freeze in a freezer bag, then toast or thaw single slices, about 30 seconds in a toaster. Seniors can use a lightweight bread box on the counter for easy access and to avoid fridge clutter. 3. Onions. Mold and odor. Trouble. Onions add zest to stews and salads, but their protective outer skin needs dry air to stay intact. In the fridge's humid environment, 85 to 90% humidity, moisture softens onions, leading to mold and spoilage within weeks. Their sulfur compounds also spread odors, making nearby foods like butter or fruit taste oniony. Cut onions in the fridge are even riskier, as damp conditions encourage bacterial growth. A single onion, about 4 oz, can spoil in 1 to 2 weeks in the fridge, compared to 1 to 2 months in proper storage. Odor transfer can ruin the flavor of a pound of butter or a carton of berries, adding to food waste. Store whole onions in a cool, 45 to 55 degree, dry pantry with good airflow, using a basket or mesh bag. For cut onions, wrap tightly in plastic wrap or store in an airtight container in the fridge, using within 2 to 3 days. Seniors can place a small basket at counter height to avoid bending into low cabinets. 4. Tomatoes. Losing flavor and nutrients. Tomatoes bring vibrant flavor to salads and sauces, but as tropical fruits, they hate the cold. Fridge temperatures, below 50 degrees, disrupt enzymes that create their sweet, tangy taste, leaving them mealy and bland. They also lose vitamin C, up to 25% in a week, reducing their immune-boosting benefits. Wrinkled skins signal cold damage, making them less appetizing. A medium tomato, about 6 oz, can lose half its flavor compounds in 5 days of refrigeration, turning a fresh salad into a disappointment. Nutrient loss is especially concerning for seniors needing vitamin C for joint and skin health. Keep tomatoes at room temperature, 65 to 75 degrees, stem side down, in a bowl away from direct sunlight. Use within 5 to 7 days for peak flavor. If overripe, blend into sauces or soups to avoid waste. Seniors can store in a shallow bowl on the counter for easy grabbing without straining. 5. Garlic, superfood turned risky. Garlic's bold flavor and health benefits, like lowering blood pressure and fighting inflammation, rely on dry storage. In the fridge, high humidity, 85–90%, causes cloves to sprout, turning bitter and rubbery. Minced garlic in oil is especially dangerous, as it can grow Clostridium botulinum, a bacteria causing botulism, which is life-threatening for seniors with fragile health. A garlic bulb, about 2 oz, loses its potency in 1 to 2 weeks in the fridge, compared to 2 to 3 months in proper conditions. Botulism risk, though rare, is serious, with just 1 case potentially causing paralysis. Store whole garlic bulbs in a dry, dark spot, 50 to 60 degrees, in a mesh bag or open basket. If chopped, mix with vinegar or lemon juice, 1 teaspoon per clove, and use within 3 days. Seniors can keep a small garlic basket on a shelf for easy access, avoiding fridge clutter. 6. Coffee. Morning brew. Gone wrong. Coffee, whether beans or grounds, is a morning ritual for many, but it's hygroscopic, meaning it absorbs moisture and odors. In the fridge, it picks up smells from onions or leftovers, ruining its rich flavor. Temperature swings, from 35 degrees to 70 degrees, cause condensation, leading to clumping, staleness, or mold. This also degrades chlorogenic acids, antioxidants that support heart and brain health. A pound of coffee can lose 30% of its flavor in a week of fridge storage, wasting a $10 to $20 bag. Antioxidant loss reduces coffee's benefits for seniors managing cholesterol or memory. Store coffee in an opaque, airtight container at room temperature, 65 to 75 degrees, in a dark cupboard away from heat. Grind only what you need, about 2 TBSP per cup. Seniors can use a small, lightweight canister for easy scooping without heavy lifting. 7. Honey, crystallizing nature's preserver. Honey's natural preservatives, like low water content and high acidity, keep it bacteria-free at room temperature for years. Refrigeration causes crystallization, turning it grainy and hard to use. Opening a cold jar introduces moisture, risking fermentation, which creates a sour, foamy mess unsafe for consumption. A 16-oz jar of honey can crystallize in 1 to 2 weeks in the fridge, making it hard to spread on toast. Fermentation risks wasting $5–10 worth of honey and losing its soothing benefits for sore throats. Store honey in a sealed glass jar in a cupboard, 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, away from sunlight. If crystallized, place the jar in warm water below 120 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes to restore smoothness. Seniors can keep a small jar on a low shelf for easy access without stretching. 8. Bananas, tropical sweetness. Ruined bananas are a senior-friendly snack, rich in potassium for heart health, but they're tropical fruits that stop ripening in the cold. Fridge temperatures, 35 to 40 degrees, cause dark, mushy patches and a metallic taste. They also lose antioxidants like dopamine, which support brain health and reduce inflammation, critical for aging adults. A single banana, about 4 oz, can lose 15% of its antioxidants in 3 days of refrigeration, reducing its benefits for muscle cramps or cognition. The off-putting texture may discourage eating fruit. Store bananas at room temperature, 65 to 75 degrees, ideally hanging on a hook or in a fruit bowl for air circulation. Freeze peeled, ripe bananas in a container for smoothies or baking. Seniors can use a low-hanging hook to avoid reaching high shelves. 9. Olive oil, heart-healthy harm. Olive oil's monounsaturated fats and antioxidants make it a heart-healthy choice, but cold storage, 35 to 40 degrees, causes it to solidify and turn cloudy. Repeated temperature changes, in and out of the fridge, lead to oxidation, forming free radicals that may increase inflammation, counterproductive for seniors with joint pain or heart issues. The flavor also dulls, losing its peppery richness. A 16-oz bottle of olive oil can lose 20% of its antioxidants in a month of refrigeration, reducing its benefits for cholesterol management. Flavor loss makes salads or cooking less enjoyable. Store olive oil in a dark glass or metal container in a cool cabinet, 60 to 70 degrees, away from the stove. Use within 2 years for maximum benefits. Seniors can decant into a smaller bottle for easier pouring without heavy lifting. 10. Avocados, creamy goodness preserved. Avocados, packed with healthy fats for heart and brain health, are tropical and need warmth to ripen. Refrigeration before ripening, below 50 degrees, stops enzyme activity, leaving them hard and flavorless. For seniors, avocados are a soft, nutrient-dense food, but only when stored right. An avocado, about 6 oz, can take twice as long to ripen in the fridge, delaying use and risking spoilage. Flavor loss reduces appeal, potentially limiting healthy fat intake. Storage tip. Ripen avocados at room temperature, 65 to 75 degrees, in a paper bag to speed up the process, 2 to 3 days. Once ripe, store in the fridge for up to a week if needed. Seniors can keep a small bowl on the counter for easy access and visibility. Bonus tip: reorganize your kitchen for health and ease. Your kitchen is the heart of your home and your health. Proper storage prevents waste, saves money, and keeps food safe and delicious. Here's a detailed plan to reorganize, tailored for seniors. Group by type. Create zones for food types to avoid mistakes. Keep tropical fruits, bananas, avocados, tomatoes, in a counter bowl. Store root veggies, potatoes, onions, garlic, in dark, breathable drawers or baskets. Reserve the fridge, 35 to 40 degrees, for dairy, meats, leafy greens, and cut produce. This reduces confusion and ensures foods stay fresh. Use proper containers. Glass jars with tight lids are ideal for coffee, honey, and grains, as they block odors and moisture. Mesh bags or baskets work for onions and garlic, allowing airflow. Avoid plastic bags or containers, which trap moisture and odors, leading to spoilage. For seniors, choose lightweight containers to minimize strain. Label zones. Clearly. Use large, easy-to-read labels, e.g., pantry, potatoes, onions, or counter, fruits, to make storage intuitive. This is especially helpful for seniors with vision or memory challenges. Place labels at eye level to avoid bending or searching. Keep healthy choices visible. Arrange nutrient-rich foods like fruits and whole grains at the front of counters or shelves. This encourages healthy snacking and reduces reliance on processed foods. For example, a bowl of tomatoes and avocados on the counter invites quick, nutritious meals. Accessibility for seniors. Store frequently used items, honey, coffee, bread, on low shelves or counters to avoid reaching or climbing. Use pull-out drawers for pantries to make root veggies easier to grab. Keep heavy items, like potato bags, in small portions to prevent lifting injuries. Weekly check. Spend 5 minutes weekly to inspect pantry and counter items for spoilage, e.g., soft onions or overripe bananas. This prevents waste and ensures your kitchen stays safe. Seniors can do this while seated to save energy. Pro trick. Use a small chalkboard or whiteboard in the kitchen to jot down what's ripening or needs using soon, e.g., tomatoes ready Tuesday. This keeps track of fresh foods and reduces forgetfulness, making meal planning easier. By reorganizing, you'll save time, reduce food waste, potentially $50 or $100 a year, and make your kitchen a safer, healthier space. Small changes, like moving honey to a cupboard or hanging bananas, can transform how you cook and feel. Which of these foods surprised you most? Have you been refrigerating potatoes or honey without knowing the risks? Share your thoughts or a favorite storage tip in the comments. Your idea could inspire someone else. More practical tips for vibrant aging are on the way. Until next time, keep your kitchen safe and your health strong.